creation.
My name is Beast Mode.
What's up, guys? My name is Beast Mode, and welcome to part 2 of my little mini-series I got going on right now about girls and relationships and any topics relating to either or, and my kind of advice to you guys on those topics. And today we have a very interesting one, and one you guys probably already can tell from the title, and I could honestly split this into like 10 different videos, and I may talk about it further in the future. But today we're going to be talking about sex, and in particular, the differences between guys and sex and girls and sex. You know, what we both think about it, what we both need from it, how we both approach it, and just the physical differences between guys and girls. So obviously you have guys, and we are looked at upon as, you know, just pigs. All we want is sex, 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 you know. And to a point, we kind of have to humble ourselves and admit this can be very true. At times, we just have those random urges, and at times we think with the wrong head, you know. Our dick takes over our brain. We don't start thinking with our brain. We start thinking with the other head, and that's very true. But something that girls need to understand at the same time to kind of justify guys, not to justify, but to kind of even out the playing field is we are wired like that. God made us to be very, very driven, and compared to a girl's, you got to understand that girls, their sex drive is, they do have one, and let me clarify that, they do have one, but it's nowhere on the level of what ours is. So they just think, you know, when they think of sex drives, they just think of what they're used to, and that's theirs. So they can't understand how much more stronger ours is than theirs, and how much more uncontrollable, how much more frequent it is. And to a point, girls need to cut us some slack and know, yes, there are pigs, yes, at times we can be very driven by our hormones, but at times that's uncontrollable. That's not our fault. That's just how we are. And I'm not, you know, I'm not going to justify every single time you get a boner and you want to go do things. But to a point, yes, you know, we are pigs, and at the same time, that's kind of how we were made at the same time too. It's kind of a middle thing, so girls kind of need to bear with us a little bit, but we also need to bear with girls, because girls, their sex drive is nowhere near ours, guys, and you have to understand that, and I want to talk about the differences between it. If you think of a guy's sex drive as being on a scale of 1 to 10, let's just, for, you know, convenience sake, let's just say our sex drive is a 10. Girls would probably be, you know, at a 1, and in an ideal world, we would meet halfway. You know, we'd both meet at a 5, so we would give up a little bit, they would give up a little bit, it'd be a happy-go-lucky thing. But the thing is you guys will realize this as you get into some more serious relationships, is girls get what they want, you know. Girls get what they want a lot more than we do, and you're going to have to realize that you're going to feel like you're getting shortchanged compared to what they are, you know. They're going to meet their physical requirements, and they're kind of going to want to get what they get. Whereas we are going to feel like we're always getting shortchanged. We always want a little bit more, and I don't really think that our needs could be completely satisfied. But it's true. Between guys and girls, the guys will get shortchanged when it comes to sex, and the girls not so much. In an ideal world, we would meet halfway, but just let me tell you, that's not going to happen. So just deal with it. But they do have sex drive, so give them credit a little bit. I know we think it's non-existent, but they do have it. Now, something I want to clarify with you guys, and this is just a quick little tidbit, something that could help you and save you a couple late night arguments, is if you've just done the nasty, you're going to want to go to bed, or 2, you're going to want to go eat some food, or 3, you're just going to want to straight up leave. Do none of the previous. None of those are viable options. You will get in trouble for doing any of the 3. And that's kind of some of the difference between guys and girls is, although we are thought upon as pigs, there is an intimate side to sex, guys, and if you're not mature enough to understand that, maybe you're just not old enough, or you haven't been in a serious relationship like that, yes, sex is very physical, it's very pleasing physically, and, you know, it feels good, obviously. And I think girls like to think that's the only reason we want to do that. It's the only reason we like it. But there is a very intimate side to sex, a very bonding, unique, a very it's a very strengthening thing for a relationship. whether you know it or not. And I think girls always think of it as just on a physical sense, because sex to girls is so much more intimate, it's so much more emotional, whereas in us guys, it's a lot more physical. But they got to remember that, and what they don't know is we do have an intimate side on that. There is emotions in sex, especially when you're with that some person that you know is the right person, or somebody you've been with for a long time. There are very emotional and intimate feelings for both guys and girls. And while the physical side is stronger on the guys and a little bit weaker on the girls, and the emotional side is stronger on the girls and weaker on the guys, the girls need to understand that we do have both. It's not just completely about, feeling good and getting what we want. And I think if they realize that, it would solve a lot of problems. But after you're done with the nasty, girls, because of the way they are and because they're very emotional, they feel very vulnerable at that time, and they want you to hold them and cuddle them and just be with them for a little bit. So if the first thing you get done is you want to go eat, or you just want to go to sleep, or you just want to straight up leave, which would be your worst option, don't do that. You're gonna get in trouble, because to them, then they kind of feel, I don't want to say violated, but it doesn't make them feel good. They want you to be there with them. They want you to hold them for a little bit, etc. And guys, we do have that intimate side, but our physical side is so much stronger. And naturally, when the nasty business is over, we want to eat, we get hungry, we get tired, or we just want to leave. We don't really think much past it. It's over, and it's done in our minds. Whereas in girls, it's just like it's half the ball game right there. So that's just a quick tidbit I got to tell you guys, because that's going to save you a lot of problems in the future. Now, speaking of sex, and the most important advice I can give you is you need to open up with your significant other, open up with your girlfriend, open up with your boyfriend, and discuss how each other feels, what you think about it, what you want from it. And for guys, I think the most important thing is to explain that it's not completely physical for us, although that's the common stereotypical idea. You need to explain to your woman, that you do care about her a lot, and it's not just for that. And you'll probably get more of what you want if you do. So that's my advice for you, and take it for what it is. Hey guys, I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please feel free to give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends. It really does mean a lot. But specifically, I'd like for you guys to leave a comment in the comment section with any topics you guys would like to have me talk about or discuss in further episodes of Girls in Relationships. Speaking of, in the top right hand corner of your screen right now, you can click on that video, and that'll take you to part 1 of Girls in Relationship and my advice. And in the bottom hand corner, you got the mystery box, which will take you to a random video of mine, or just something I found interesting on YouTube that I thought I'd share with you guys. You have my Twitter and Facebook links right there, as well as some subscribe button if you enjoyed the content. I hope you all have a great day. Make it a great day. My name is Beast Mode, and peace out.